And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Well, it's that time of year already. It's the Champions League draw and we are of course online. We are live for the draw, of course. It's going to be an interesting one. UEFA Champions League 2024-2025 league phase draw. So yeah, a very different approach to how it has been in recent years. But, of course, I'm actually looking forward to it. I think the Champions League has needed a revamp for a little bit of time. So, yeah, really, really good to see that we are, going in a bit of a modern fashion, of course, with regards to the Champions League. And hopefully, of course, we get a decent draw with some good ties. Of course, for those of you that don't know how it understands, we'll discuss it here on the old channel. Let me try and get some pictures up quickly of how the draw is actually going to work. Let me just give me a second to see if I can do this quickly without it bugging out. Just give me a moment. Champions League phase. Just give me a second, guys. I will have a little look if I can get the accounts up. Champions League 24-25 league phase. As stated, guys, do get involved into the comment section below, though. It does help us out ever so slightly. I do want to hear from you guys as your and who you want to face in the round. Here we go, 1-1-1. Let's set that up, and I'll show you the selection of teams that we have got. Guys, if you are just piling in, hit the old like button and subscribe. Here we go, 1-1-1. There we go. Right, here we go. So here's all of the teams that are in the Champions League. Let me just try and get them all up so you can get a good representation of who is there. We'll go through them if you like a little bit just whilst we wait for the draw to actually start. But as always, guys, get involved in the live chat. Let me know what you're thinking ahead of the Champions League phase. So there you go. There's your teams. Who do you want? You get 8 selections. So which teams do you want in the league phase? I'm going to tell you how it basically works. Liverpool are, of course, a pot 1 side. They will draw a 2 from pot 1, 2 from pot 2, 2 from pot 3 and 2 from pot 4, and will play 8 games in this new Champions League phase. Of course, finishing in the top, well, there'll be 4 home, 4 away. Finishing in the top 8, Liverpool would go straight to the round of 16. If they finish between sort of 9th and 24th, they'll go into a round of 16 playoff round, almost like the Europa League has been doing over the last few years. Obviously, if you finish second in your group stage back then, you would then jump into the champion. You would have then jumped into a little sort of playoff round, and then of course the top sides within the league phase will be seeded going into the round of 16. So they're the sides that we've currently got that are up there at this moment in time. As you can see, Arsenal are a team. Obviously we can't play the teams from our own country, so Arsenal, Aston Villa and of course Manchester City. Whilst we're at the league phase, we can't take on those English teams, of course, but I'm just going through it, some of the teams just whilst we wait for the actual draw to start. And I know a little bit about each and every team that's currently in here. So yeah, Arsenal, of course, needs no introduction, a side that are currently doing well domestically, have been doing well domestically over the last couple of years, but as stated, we won't need to worry about playing them. Same again with Aston Villa under Unai Emery. Of course, Villa playing in the Champions League for the first time in a very, very, very long time. But again, we don't need to really care too much about playing Aston Villa. Atalanta, of course, are a pot 1 team because they did win the Europa League last year. It does still piss me off a little bit that Liverpool didn't win that. Of course, they knocked us out at the quarter-final stage and actually went on to win the whole competition. But they're, of course, back in the Champions League and are a pot 1 team. Atalanta are a side that we could potentially play. Atletico Madrid need no introduction as well. Of course, we've had some good battles with Atleti and Diego Simeone over the years. Atletico Madrid are always Champions League regulars, and of course do sit and occupy in pot 1 or pot 2. Let me have a little look. Atletico Madrid are in pot 2. So yeah, Atletico Madrid are in pot 2 when it comes to the Champions League. Following that, guys, we can obviously play Dortmund. Dortmund, again, need no introduction. We've had some good battles with Dortmund over the years. I think they finished 4th or 5th last year. In fact, I think they got one of the back door entries into the Champions League last year. Of course, got to the final of the competition, but ultimately lost to Real Madrid. Barcelona, finished second in La Liga. Bayern Munich, actually, for a change, they are going to be in pot 1, but actually, they aren't the champions for the first time in 11 years going into the Champions League phase. So yeah, Bayern Munich, Benfica, of course, are another side there. Of course, need no introduction. Bologna are a bit like Aston Villa. Bologna have, got into the Champions League for the first time, I want to say, but I know Aston Villa have won the competition, but Bologna obviously been a long absence away from the competition. Brest out in France, a French team. Glasgow Celtic, of course, winning the Scottish Premiership, got themselves into the league phase. Usually stink the place out, Celtic, to be perfectly honest. They're nothing like Rangers. Rangers are a lot better in Europe. Celtic, very, very bad in Europe. And yeah, probably one of the favourites to finish bottom of that group. Won the Rangers. Club Brugge, of course, I think they won the Belgian Championship this year. Of course, they got straight through into the competition. Crvena Zvezda again won the Serbian League. Feyenoord, of course, finished second in the Eredivisie. They think they get 2 places these days. So PSV, of course, in the Champions League as well. Girona from Spain, of course, new boys really to this setup as well, owned by Manchester City. Dinamo Zagreb, Inter Milan, Juventus, again, Inter Milan won the Scudetto last year, won the Italian League. Juventus, of course, finishing in the top 4. Of course, I think they won the Coppa Italia as well. Leipzig, always regulars within the competition. They're, of course, through as well and into the league phase. And then you've got Bayer Leverkusen, the German champions. Lille, Manchester City, AC Milan, Monaco, Paris Saint-Germain there too. Real Madrid, Slavia Bratislava, Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk, Sparta Prague, Sporting Club de Portugal, Sturm Graz, who actually won the league title, the Austrian league last year, Stuttgart, after they finished second in the league, by the way, in the Bundesliga, and IB, or Young Boys from Switzerland. So yeah, there we go. I wish Arsenal should be drawn with Bayern Munich, says Malik Feynman. I need Real Madrid, they are overrated. Barca, come back, bring it on. So yeah, let me show my face quickly. So that's pretty much the Champions League phase in terms of the teams. And we're ready to go pretty much in terms of the draw. The teams will probably take a little bit of a while. It's a massive celebration. You know, they put on a massive show for the thing, and they'll wheel out a few old guys to come through as they'll speak about the past competition. They'll wheel out some heroes that have been there and won the competition, speak about the league phase, explain it in depth before we actually get started with the actual draw of the competition. So hopefully we won't have to sit around too long and wait. But of course they got someone singing, I think, at the presentation. Yeah, they have. They got some lady singing right now. So opera, yeah, I mean, they are the new revamp as well, to be fair. Celtic are in Europe, Rangers are not. That's false. Rangers are in Europe as well. They're in the Europa League. But yeah, Celtic are very, very bad in Europe, to be fair. But this is about Liverpool, guys. This is about Liverpool. There we go, singing the song. I think they've revamped the tunes as well this year, to be fair. For those of you just joining in, here's the teams. Here we go, let's put it up. There we go, there's the Champions League phase, the class of 2024-2025. I mean, yeah, as I said, you want a couple of easier games, of course. If you go and look at pot 4 of what you can kind of get. Obviously, if you're looking at, right, if you want it the best possible way, then obviously you're looking at pot 1 and going, right, well, we'll take Leipzig, for example. We'll take, I don't know, it's quite hard actually, pot 1. Pot 1 we'll take Leipzig and Dortmund. No, we can't. I don't think we can take 2 German teams. Leipzig and maybe Barcelona, to be fair. Pot 2, you're probably looking at Shakhtar Donetsk, maybe, and Club Brugge. Pot 3, Celtic is always as a guaranteed 3 points. So Celtic and, I don't know, Salzburg or someone like that. And then pot 4, you're kind of looking at it to be probably Slovan Bratislava and probably, I don't know, Sparta Prague or something like that. Of course, we smashed them last year, to be fair. So, yeah, we should be able to do that also. But yeah, they are here explaining the show. They are live in Monaco at this moment in time, of course, ready to go for the big occasion. Pedro Pinto is out discussing it. And they're saying basically it's the 70th season at this moment in time that the Champions League has been running. I'm getting an idea of just how long it's been going on for the competition. But who do you guys want? Is there any dream ties that you Liverpool fans want down there in the comment section below? Let me know, as always, down there in the comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button on this one as well, guys. Let's try and get to 60,000 subscribers. We are getting closer and closer as the days and weeks go on. So do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And let me know who you want in the Champions League. Which tie would you like to see Liverpool play? Of course, they're bringing out the awards now. There's a big ceremony, to be perfectly honest. They are coming out and bringing out awards and all that sort of stuff where they're discussing who's won what from last season. And of course, they're introducing the Champions League. I think he's like the president of the Champions League. Is a Swiss guy. He comes out and speaks about the situation around everything.
President's Awards winner this season had such an amazing career, nearly 30 years.
But yeah, we're just waiting to see what happens. They're explaining here. They're just explaining like the talks of it, and then they're going to start with the Champions League phase. For those of you that don't understand how it's going to be working this year, essentially it's just one big league phase now. You take a team from 2 from pot 1, take 2 from pot 2, 2 from pot 3, and then 2 from pot 4. And then of course we'll play 8 games, 4 across away from home, 4 at home. It's one long league table. Whoever finishes in the top 8 goes through to the next round, and then of course goes beyond into the other area. But they are out here presenting award anyway. They like to long the arse out of this thing as well. To be fair, they probably won't get started with the actual draw until a bit later on tonight, in terms of hopefully over the next sort of few minutes. But you know what it's like. You know what it's like, to be fair, when they're introducing these people to come do the draw for us. It does take a little bit of time to get going, but as stated, hopefully they start to get us started very soon. I think Gianluigi Buffon, actually, of all people, is going to be coming out to do the draw. Of course, a former World Cup winner, never won the Champions League. Whilst he's probably one of the bigger guys in terms of the competition. He's coming out to receive the UEFA President's Award of 2024. Gianluigi Buffon never won the Champions League, though, did he? Never won the Champions League. But as stated, I think he'll be probably a part of it, though. Hopefully they don't take too long. Alan says Liverpool versus Barcelona is his dream. Ooh. Nicey, nice. Liverpool versus Barcelona. Who do I want on here? Who do I want out of these teams? Let's have a little look-see, shall we? Who do I want out of these teams? I think I would want to go for, you want a nice big tie as well, don't you? You want to play someone quite big. Probably, Ooh, I don't know, Bayern Munich maybe. That'd be a nice tie. To be fair, Bayern. You're looking at Celtic as well for obvious reasons. I think that's obviously a good away day. I like Rangers in Scotland, so it's always good to beat Celtic. I think that'd be a good tie. Paris Saint-Germain. I quite like Paris. I like quite going out to Paris as well. That's quite a good game. Juventus. Yeah, some big ties there that could potentially be feasted upon. But yeah, we'll see. 8 games for Liverpool this year. We're still waiting for Gianluigi Buffon as he's giving his thoughts and opinions with regards to everything. Guys, get involved into the comments. What do you think of Chiesa signing for Liverpool? As stated, let me know down there in the comment section below. How do you feel about Chiesa signing for the football club? As stated, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Yes. I think Buffon's just chatting shit for a bit, to be fair. Who do you think will win the Champions League this year? Okay, well, Liverpool fans, how far do you think Liverpool will go in the Champions League? How far do you think Liverpool will go in the Champions League? Let me know your thoughts down there in the live chat. How far do you think Liverpool will go? Give me realistic opinions. Obviously, everyone wants to win the competition, but give me your realistic thoughts and opinions. How far? Hopefully, he's going to wheel him out soon. But we are waiting. Cristiano Ronaldo's talking about something. Hold up, let me go. There's Ronaldo going there, is he? I think Ronaldo there. They got Ronaldo there, though. Yeah, I think they're talking about Ronaldo. They're giving him an award, maybe. What do you guys think of this one, then? Oh, shit. Wrong man. There you go. What did you guys think of that earlier on today? You happy with that move? What were your thoughts with regards to him? Of course, joining the club. Let me know down there in the comments. Yeah, Cristiano is at the draw. He's coming for an award by the looks of things. Obviously, he flew out from Saudi Arabia to go to Monaco. But yeah, he has arrived. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo is there. He's going to speak about something, though.
You're handing over a very special award, the record for all time.
It's basically the record for the all-time goal scorer he's receiving, Cristiano.
About Cristiano's career, we need an hour or two.
They're talking about Ronaldo anyway. He's received a reward, Ronaldo. He received an award for the all-time top goal scorer. So he is there at the presentation now. He's just collected the award right now. And of course, maybe one of the people that helps out with the draw. I don't know. So yeah, that's all they're really saying so far. They're just talking about how good Cristiano Ronaldo is.
Because unfortunately he doesn't play the best competition anymore. But since we all know that he's probably the only one who is not aging that I know, we can still hope that he's coming back one day. So congratulations.
They're talking about Cristiano potentially coming back one day to the Champions League. That's it, though. So, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo's just talking about it. ruled Ronaldo out, to be fair. I think he's in the Saudi Pro League as well these days. Well, he is in the Saudi Pro League. Just waiting. Great signing if we can keep him fit. Still need a CDM, I think, says Paul. Yeah, no, definitely. I think so as well. Daniel says 10. We still need a defensive midfielder and a left centre-back. I would agree with that. I think Liverpool do need quite a lot of stuff so far still in the Champions League at this moment in time. For the Champions League. Still some more signings for sure. 100%. I agree with that. Still waiting for it to start, troops. Still waiting for it to start. Ronaldo's just speaking at this moment in time. We'll see what happens. We're waiting. We're waiting and seeing. Ronaldo's basically not ruled out that he will ever play in the Champions League again. He's basically said maybe we'll see in the future, see what the future brings, basically. He's talking about his time of winning it with Manchester United. But yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo just speaking about collecting his award and stuff like that, and speaking about the competition as things stand. Do you think Liverpool will sign anybody else? Maybe. Let's see what happens. It's obviously going to have to be an opportunistic signing. Basically. Oh my god, to be fair, I probably wouldn't have done this live stream if I didn't think there was going to be starting this time, man. I thought it was going to be the draw was at 5 o'clock, not a big show for half an hour. Right, here we go. The Champions League draw. There we go. Finally, after that 15-minute intro of what's going to be happening, it does seem as though we are finally going to be starting with the Champions League draw. Sorry for the delay, I suppose. They basically going to be talking about it, or just giving awards out. As I said, they're giving an award out to Buffon. Then they were giving an award out to Cristiano Ronaldo. Both of them, of course, talking about what the award means to them. But they are doing a great job at longing this process out and putting on a show. Of course, it is the first of a new Swiss model for the Champions League. Everyone's very much excited. For those of you that play Football Manager, of course, will understand how it works. I'm pretty clued up with it. Of course, won the competition about 6 or 7 times with my save. I am in 2050, so that's just how life is, I suppose. But yeah, it is quite better. I think it's a lot better. I genuinely do. I think it's a lot better playing that league phase instead of the group stages. I think the group stages actually got quite boring after a while. I actually watched the group stage and I'm like, you get a shit one. It's just boring. So to get play 8 different teams at the league phase, the league phase actually has an implication of where you go into the competition. The merit, of course, for finishing in the top 8. You go through to the round of 16. That's always a great feeling. But they're still, of course, showing this introduction. I think they've got some people here, of course, in Italy as they talk about the competition itself. But yeah, they're talking about this new format, of course, hyping it up as we get ready for it. Ruben Diaz and Luis Figo's there. There's quite a few stars, of course, already here to talk about the show. As they get ready. But of course, it was in response to the sort of European Super League. Of course, that played them a big part as to why they had to go on and do it. But they're waiting now. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is there. Yeah, for this big advert, they have wheeled out all the stars for it. But yeah. But yeah, still waiting. Still waiting. Sorry, troops. I would have came on live for 25 minutes if I didn't know this was going to be such a long process.
We tell the world it's time to change. Okay. One table, 36 teams, and no more groups of 4. Straightforward. Each club plays 8 different opponents instead of only 3. So the competition becomes better than ever.
I agree. That's why we're doing it.
Fans deserve more action, more jeopardy.
Exactly.
Why are we feeding them this corporate garbage? Give them what they want. More football. Tell them that this is the Champions League, where the best in the world come to compete.
So yeah, still just introducing the competition. Still not done anything yet. Zlatan Ibrahimovic talking about it. They've done like a big advert for it. The Champions League. Oh, Jesus, fuck, man. I think we're ready to go, finally. I think. They've done like the advert now. Zlatan's talked about it. And hopefully now we're ready to get on with the Champions League. It's quite ironic, actually, Buffon and Zlatan Ibrahimovic are a big part of this Champions League thing, where they both never won the competition, unfortunately. Both won the Europa League, but never won the Champions League. But there you go. That's the advert. A new era begins. The applaud rings out here at Monaco. Yeah, Cristiano's actually... Can you believe Cristiano's doing a draw? It doesn't look like Cristiano's actually doing the draw for a change.
I'm not so sure right now. Amazing performances all round, and we'd also like to thank the director of that fantastic film, Peter Radovich Jr. as well. So amazing character, putting it all together, getting the big stars involved.
Are those kids killing each other in the background? Yeah, I think so. Let me show my window. Right, finally, here we go. They've got the president, one of the presidents coming out, and he's obviously going to explain it. Probably knowing this guy, he has a whistle in his nose usually. It's probably going to take him about 7 minutes to talk about it. Giorgio Machetti, of course, explained the Champions League.
For many reasons. First, we pay tribute to the group stage and the countless magic moments that it brought us since the 90s. What began
To be fair, changing it from the 90s, it's 30 years that competition has been there for the group stage.
made this competition the most resounding success for fans all around the world. The format has already evolved several times, notably the reforms implemented.
But those are the teams anyway, guys. Do get involved in the live chat, please. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, as stated, let me know who you want. Who's your dream tie that you want in the comment section below? Let me know in the live chat who you want the most. Who's the easiest 3 points to get out of those teams? Which is the one that you want to see the most, and which one will be the best away day? Let me know down there in the comment section below. Best away day, easiest 3 points, and the biggest tie that you would relish the most as a Liverpool supporter. As stated, let me know down there in the comment section below. Waiting for this deal to finish. Come on, let's go! Can't believe bloody Slovan Bratislava are playing in there. Okay, so they're going to explain now how the procedure is going to be now with the Champions League draw. So, of course, as you already know, there's 4 pots. Basically, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern, PSG, Liverpool, Inter, Dortmund, Leipzig and Barcelona are pot 1. Both for those pot 1 sides, of course, you can't play the teams that are from your country. And then in pot 2, you've got Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Atalanta, Juventus, Benfica, Arsenal, Club Brugge and Co. Basically, they're all going to be split into things. Pot 1 teams, pot 2 teams, pot 3 teams, pot 4 teams. 2 sides are going to be, you're going to be able to get 2 teams from pot 1, 2 teams from pot 2, 2 teams from pot 3, and then 2 teams from pot 4. You'll play 4 away games and then 4 home games. From there, of course, the top 8 of the competition will then go into the Champions League round of 16. Whilst the computer is doing the draw, it will do it pretty, I suppose, easily, like through a numerical in an order. If it draws out a side that's, of course, from the same country, it will go again and then again until the country isn't there. So the computer's going to generate how many teams, of course. Manchester City go on and get a favourable draw, then you know there's going to be uproar over the next couple of days. But, of course, that's what I'm saying. This is how it's going to work with the new computer setting, and we're almost ready for the Champions League draw to start. And away. So the software will determine where the games are going to be played, whether they're going to be home or away. And that's basically it. Basically. And then it will be completed. Once all 9 pot 1 teams have been drawn, they'll basically do the same for pot 2, then they'll do the same for pot 3, then the same for pot 4, and then so on, so forth. So there's a bit of a rhythm to it, if you like. Okay. Okay, cool. It's pretty self-explanatory in terms of how it's going to work. Cool. Right, we're ready. We are ready, finally. To be fair, it's taken a long time, but we are ready to go. So Liverpool are going to be starting off the pot 1, of course. We know the 9 teams who they are already, but of course UEFA at this show are going to long it out. So the first team, of course, is Real Madrid. Yeah, they're going through the pot 1 teams now. But you already know who the pot 1 teams are. PSG as well are on there. Side that's never won the Champions League, PSG. Eh? Internazionale Milan. And Borussia Dortmund, of course, got to the final last year. It's a bit of a shock. Leipzig in pot 1 as well. Bloody hell. How the heck do they get in pot 1? And Barcelona. So there we go, pot 1. All right, let's go for it then. Let's do it. Let's see how this software works, shall we?
Pulling out the balls from pot 1, and then the following ones, and Cristiano will be pressing the button with the beautiful Champions League logo on there. That will prompt the computer to allocate.
It's kind of weird seeing Ronaldo actually doing that, to be fair.
Giorgio, historic moment. Over to you.
Historic moment, Pedro. You're right. The heartbeat is on the rise for everyone, for the fans especially, and the new Champions League is in the safe hands of mythic Gigi Buffon. Start with the
So the first team out of pot 1 is as follows. Manchester City is the first team out of pot 1.
City champions for the 4th consecutive time in England. It never happened before them, and so it's a big start. We're ready. Now what we need to do is to allocate the first opponents to Manchester City. Push on the start ball.
Ronaldo's pushed the button.
Historic moment indeed. This is who Manchester City will be playing in the league phase.
And that's who Manchester City are playing. Inter, Paris Saint-Germain, Club Bruges, Juventus, Feyenoord, Sporting Club de Portugal, Sparta Prague and Bratislava.
And they are away against Juventus. Pot 3, they're at home to Feyenoord and away to Sporting the Club de Portugal. And from pot 4,
So there you go. That's it pretty much.
Good. This is Manchester City's pathway throughout the first league phase. Gigi,
Right, so Manchester City's done. Let's see what Liverpool are at then.
plenty of big names, fantastic players, and we continue.
Inter Milan that comes out next.
Internazionale Milano, they will restart from their 300 goals scored in the very last goal they scored last year in this competition. So, for Internazionale, we know that they will play with Manchester City away, but who are the other 7? Cristiano Inter.
So Inter Milan are going to play Leipzig, Manchester City, Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Red Star Belgrade, Young Boys and Monaco, and Sparta Prague.
It's Arsenal away and Arsenal at home and Bayer Leverkusen away. In pot 3, they'll be hosting Cervena Zvezda and traveling to Switzerland to play Young Boys. And in pot
Fucking hell, that's quite cool to be fair. Yeah, it's AI powered now, troops. That's mad to be fair. It's actually quite quick actually to be fair. So Bayern Munich are out of the hat next. So every team gets drawn to their side. Oh, Bayern have got a stinking run of games to be fair. Oh, they got Aston Villa. We haven't seen anybody yet.
From pot 3, they're up against GNK Dinamo at home, and they travel to the Netherlands to take on
There you go.
This stage, Roger, that this is not the order in which they will be playing. The calendar will be published on Saturday.
Absolutely. Here we are doing the pairings. The calendar will be compiled later. So after Bayern, we can proceed.
Who's it next? Leipzig next. Guys, we are waiting for this one, aren't we? We are bloody waiting for this one, likes. I'll show my face for a moment. Why not? Oh. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Waiting for it. We're not too far, guys. We're nearly there. We're nearly there to finding who Liverpool are getting. Oh, we've got one game already. We're going to be playing Leipzig. So we've got pot 1 sorted out. So we've already got a game against Leipzig. Just because their name got drawn out, we've got to play them. So we're going to be playing Leipzig at some point. So yeah, basically we're playing them. Borussia Dortmund the next. So we got RB Leipzig, guys. All we know now is that we're playing RB Leipzig from pot 1, which is actually a good draw for us, to be fair. Shakhtar Donetsk. Cool. Fucking hell, we're right at the end of this draw, so we're going to be right at the end, guys. Right, it might be us now, hopefully. No, it's Real Madrid. We got to wait another few minutes. Bloody heck. Oh, well, there's only 2 more, so after Real Madrid, that's it. Champions, Real Madrid. Oh, we've got Real Madrid. We've got Real Madrid. We've got Real Madrid. So from pot 1, we already know we're playing Real Madrid and Leipzig. Real Madrid and Leipzig is who we're playing. We're playing Real Madrid and Leipzig from pot 1. So we know our pot 1 teams. Leipzig, doable. Real Madrid, obviously a tough one. That's what we've got so far. So we know 2 of our draws out of the 6 games. Real Madrid and RB Leipzig. We'll find out the other 6 momentarily. So yeah, we've got a home trip against Real Madrid. To be fair, Anfield playing Real Madrid should be a winnable tie. So yeah, Real Madrid. And 2 more teams left in pot 1. And Liverpool, here we go. Liverpool, we're going to find out who Liverpool gets. So we know who Leipzig and it's Real Madrid. Following Leipzig and Real Madrid, it's going to be Bayer Leverkusen, AC Milan, Lille, PSV Eindhoven, Bologna, Girona. A pretty tough ties, guys. Some really, really tough ones there as far as it goes. Real Madrid, Leipzig, Leverkusen, AC Milan, Lille, PSV, Bologna, Girona. So there you go. That's our tie. That's our Champions League phase. Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Bayer Leverkusen, Girona. There's a lot of tasty ties there. PSV, Bologna. There's quite a few there for Liverpool. And that's it, guys. I'm going to dip now.